Hello? Okay. Oh, you quieted down so fast. It's great. Great. Good to see everybody. Sorry, we're starting late. Look at how late we are. So, okay. We're only going to do a short warm-up tonight, but we'll make them good. And so let's stand up and we'll just start. So glad to have Emily back tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with some really easy, nice, relaxing. Because I need to take a breath. So nice, relaxing. Doctor who I see occasionally, and we talked about warm-ups and what you do when you have like a polyp like you do, and they were going, oh, those are all really good warm-ups to start with. I said, yes, I learned it from them. And they go, yeah, they're really good for choirs too. So okay, I'm doing a few things right. All right, switch to no. Just like that. Na opens up the bodies. And no. You're changing your valve, and the jaw stays forward. So not as much. If you're doing an ah, I'm going to see more of that. So we want ah, A-W. Same thing again. Give a breath now we are starting tonight with Come In From the Firefly Darkness. Sorry. Oh, hope I didn't have things up here. No worries. All right. Okay. So a couple of things on this. I did it with one of my kids' choirs today, and I haven't done it in about 3 weeks. And they sang this marvelous harmony, and they go, "Well, we like this one." And I thought that was so cool. They just, I could hear the harmony all the way through. It was amazing. They only have 2 parts, though, not 4 parts, but still. Okay, so just really watch the dynamics on this. We're going along, you know, it's just pretty sort of intuitive. And you get to the bottom of page 4, Sing Songs of Wonder, we're a forte. And then we soften up suddenly at the top of 5, fireflies and full moon. So there's a real change, bringing out that crescendo at the bottom of page 5. So those kinds of things we're watching for. When we go back, we're going to go through this section. I did, when I put out the sheet for solos, which we'll talk about later, I did combine the soprano and alto solo and the tenor and the bass, so those lines wouldn't be as broken up, broken into 2 instead of 4. But we'll all sing them for right now. When we get to the bottom of 8, it says tutti, everyone is singing all together. There's a forte there. And at the bottom of 9, very, very soft, okay, pianissimo. And then we go back to page 4, at the top of page 10, when you have that DSL coda. So you're going back now, I'm sorry, bottom of page 4. Bottom of page 4. So again, some dynamic changes there. Crescendo, and when we get to the coda, which we're going to do when we get to the bottom of 5, second time to coda. It says page 10, they were really nice and wrote that in for us. Bottom of page 10, we have that big crescendo there into a fortissimo, okay, double forte. Slowing down and softening up like the wild new lilies of the spring. And then pianissimo at the very end. Do watch the break that happens. I'm going to find it. Bottom of page 9. There's those double lines there. You have fireflies, rest. So now, friend, I will go. And very, very slight break. I don't take as long of a break there as the recording does, I believe. It's not quite as long, but we will take that break, which means that it's almost like taking a breath there. So now, friend, I will go. So there's a separation there. So do watch for that, and you'll have to look up for that. So, okay? Any questions before we start this? I think they got it? We're going to stand up and try it right through. I'm going to let you go all the way through, even if we need to fix things. We'll do that later. So. Yeah. With the returns. Yeah. This is I know. I know whenever I've played this, I always end up memorizing it. There's too many page turns, which I'll probably do for directing too. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, so. All right, it's about.
Come in from the firefly darkness to you.
So just moving it just a little bit more. Okay, I'm sorry, we just need to turn this on. What? We're gonna start right back at the beginning, right on the introduction. Yep, two, ready, alto. The spring. There? Okay. All right, go ahead and sit down for a minute. All right. Questions, comments, sopranos? Finding your way where you're going? What seems to be a finding roadmap? Paul. Oh, Road and River back of me right there? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's an eighth note. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. And just you and the tenors have it. All right, I have them marked. Okay, any other spots? Hillary?
The bottom of 5,
Mm-hmm.
we were also, I was surprised that sing songs of children came from the end. There was something, either I missed the rest, or I was watching you, but somehow I felt like I came in late, and I don't know why.
We had, I think, some issues about being quite together right there. Yes, and we're going to do that section again, going into both the first ending and the coda. So we'll go through those. Yeah. Okay, you got it now. Okay. Any other spots? I know we had some discussion. What, page 11? Yeah, and even though it's slower, we're way too slow, so we'll have to really watch that. We need to be a good bit slower, but we're just losing. Yeah, yeah. So watch 11, it's slower, but I'm not taking it so slow that it just kind of gets totally disjointed, which is what just happened. It still needs to keep the character of the piece, and still needs to keep the sense of movement. So even though we slow down, like a wild, think more of it like a broadening, like creating some space in there, but keeping the overall feeling of the piece as well. It doesn't just like go off in a different place. Okay, any other spots before we fix a few things? We haven't done this in a few weeks, so that makes a difference. Well, we're gonna do the whole thing again. Yeah. But let me walk through just a couple of things before we do. Okay, so good, nice bright opening. We'll get used to this and get our tempo set. It's going to take probably a few times to get that. So it needs to have enough emotion. I stopped it because it was just a little bit too slow. It needs to go somewhere with that. And when we got to the bottom of 4, I heard almost a forte, and I don't want you to think so much of it being loud as much as think bright. Think nice and full and bright there, okay? So think more of those adjectives instead of just loud, because it's the character of what you have there. The songs of wonder. I mean, what is wonder? We had wonder in our Christmas program, and it's got all sorts of thoughts about that, but that sense of playfulness there. Think songs of wonder, not just sing them. Okay? And when you get up to 5, fireflies. Again, you're softening up. Think again, playfulness. Change of character in terms of the dynamics, but more than that, going to different place. We have that nice strong sense. Now we've got a light, playful sense. So I just love this afternoon. I was with the kids choir up here a little, and one of the boys said it reminded him of some book, and I can't remember what book it was, but it's one of these fantasy books. And they started telling me about the book while they're in the middle of the piece, and wow! And they all agreed, and I thought, that's amazing that all these 4th and 5th graders are talking about this book and this song, and like the fireflies. And I was like, wow, that was just something. So I love the fact that they found a sense of fantasy with this, even though we did talk about home and a sense of coming home, but they got that. So think that, a little bit of playfulness there. When we take that repeat back, when we get to top of page 10 and we go back to 4, we're gonna look at that. The second time when we go to the coda, again, it slows up. It's got a retard, but not so slow, again, that we lose that. So we're going to go through those 2 before we do the whole piece again. Can we take first Sing Songs of Wonder on bottom of 4? We're going to go to the bottom of 6 right now, just those 3 pages. Okay, bottom of 4, 5, and 6. First time. Ready, and 1. Sing songs of wonder, sing of life begun. Sing songs of children growing toward the sun, like the wild new lilies of the spring. Okay, so that's our first one. Questions on any of that? Now we're going to do it from the bottom of 4 going to the coda. So you're going to go bottom of 4, 5, and jump all the way to the bottom of 10. Okay? So starting the same tempo, and then we'll change. 2, ready, and 1. Sing songs of wonder, sing of life begun, of fireflies and moons over meadows green. Sing songs of children growing toward the sun. Let's do that again. There's your guitar. Okay, that's one, rowing toward the sun. So it has to have some emphasis. Pick it up, please, and I'm sorry about this mic. I don't know what's going on with it. I know, but I keep getting... Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry, though. This is making noise. That's why I keep pushing away. Starting again, please, bottom of 4. To the coda.
To the coda.
It is. It could be a little... Patricia was just asking if 5 was soft enough there. Yeah. It still could be a little more like sing of fireflies, a little more of that instead of just softer. So keep some of that intensity of the words in it. Joanna.
Can we get the alto notes at the bottom of 10? Thank you.
Bottom of what?
Bottom of 10.
Bottom of 10.
Lakota.
Okay. Was that your question? Yeah, okay. All right, so right on 10. Let's get into it, please, starting with... yes. Bottom of 5, the last 2 measures. Sing songs of children, okay? And 1. Sing songs of children, growing toward the sun, like the wild new lilies of the spring, Okay, right. So that bottom of 10, 1, growing toward the sun. So we want to emphasize which are there. And I was slowing up a little bit next section, but that's where it needs to back off quite a bit. All right, do you want to do that with the other people before we put it in? So parts, please. This is going to be bottom of 5, last 2 measures, sing songs of children into the coda. 2, ready, and 1. Sing songs of children. 1, growing toward the sun, like the wild new lilies of the spring, the spring. 1, 2. Right. So that coming into there, 1, 2, 3, 4, the spring. So don't hang on to the. Use it as kind of a diving board into the spring there. All right. Okay. Anything else there? So we just really got to watch those cues. Wait. Let's stand up and do once more. Wait early. This one, for some reason, I've always, and I go way back to festival years ago doing this, I always think of water and sunlight with this, which is weird because fireflies are at night, but that's what I think of. So that's, but some kind of sparkling image. And fireflies are sparkling, but they're different. We're back to the beginning, all the way through. Okay. I'm going to have you fix that C sharp. Okay. And 1, 2. Open up your door, my friend, and let me come in from the firefly darkness to hear your stories again. I have wandered through this land from end to they're really, I need to get you to do a little bit of retarder. So sopranos, back in me, in voice, and then the alto and the bass come in. Did you get it that time? It sounded like we were a little late on that. Can I hear just a soprano and tenor, please, bottom of 8? Road and river, okay, just those 2 parts. Should be soprano.
Oh, soprano.
Soprano and tenor. Okay, 2, ready, and. Voices clear and low. One more time, same thing again. Same, bum, thank you, and. Voices clear and low. My path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. That was nice coming in. Okay, with everybody, voice parts only, please, right now. Okay, and then we'll put it back in a minute. Bottom of 8, where it says tutti, all ready and. Rolling river back on me, voices clear and low. My path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. I've got to be able to direct you. Okay, we'll have to work on that. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just not following you.
It's art. We'll work it out. I'm hearing some really interesting notes. Can I hear just alto, please? My path will be lit by fireflies first. I don't know who it is. I've just got to figure it out. That's top of 9 last measure. My path, ready, and my path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. That was right. Okay. Let me hear the basses. Top of 9. Your whole line there. I don't know where it is. It's just something strange. Okay. And voices. Da da. It's an E to F sharp there. Top of 9. In voices, right at the beginning of the line. There you go. Okay, and 1. In voices clear and low, path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. Yes, so that polka retard, little by little, slowing down. So now, friend. Take your time getting into the word friend. Then that break's not going to seem so strange to you. Can I hear all the voice parts one more time, bottom of 8? Maybe we fixed it, we'll see. Okay, and then we'll go back in a minute. 2, ready, and. Rolling river back on me, voices clear and low. My path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. Right, so you don't need a big break if what you're doing up to it works. That was better. Okay, much better.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So the will go, I thought I heard everybody doing an 8th note.
Yeah, we've got to fix that, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's do that right now. So what she was saying was right there on the will go, right where we stopped. We've got tenors and basses doing 8th notes. I will go, and soprano and alto have on the last beat an 8th note. You have a quarter note, they have an 8th note. Yeah, it's the other way around. I will go, tenor basses. I will go, soprano alto. So let's just be careful of that. We're going to do that one more time just to solidify that whole section, and then we're going to go back. Okay, so road and river. 2, ready, and. Road and river back on me, voices clear and low. My path will be lit by fireflies. So now, friend, I will go. Okay, you don't need me to cue all of that, do you? No, I think just that last note. Okay,
So Eileen,
change that.
you'll
Yes,
be doing will?
it should be will, yeah. And I think, I had put before to cue all those notes, but I don't think you need me. I think just the last one will be
So
fine.
sopranos and altos are listening for that will.
Yeah. Will go. Yes. And it's just, again, it's just kind of tempered to that. Okay, let's go back and put the accompaniment to it. We're going to start right at the top of 7, where she starts to play and going into that section. Oh, and just even more so on that little playful section, and in the sweetness of the night. Okay, more like that, like big eyes, that kind of feeling there. Okay, all right. That's the bottom of 9 going to top of 10. Okay, everybody, please. We are on 7. She's going to start with the top line. Ready? With the oak and the snow, watch the wild grass grow, rolling river beckoning, his voices clear and low. My path will be lit by fireflies, so now, friend, I will go. And the sweetness of the night I will sing. Okay, all right, good, that was better. So if I don't cue you, soprano and alto, you've just got to remember that you're after them, because I did hear some of you sing on the beat. I will go. So do you want me to cue you? It's not an easy cue, but I can put it back in. I will put it back. I just erased it. I'll put it back in. All right. Whoops. Now I can't read my writing. All right. Okay. And just 1 second, Karen. When we get to that, and in the sweetness of the night, don't disappear. What are we supposed to do there? You're still singing. Just, it's soft. It's much softer. And again, think almost that playfulness, sweetness of the night, so that it just doesn't. It's not just soft. Okay, it's got kind of a little magical, fun feeling to it there, and with the words "sweetness of the night." Then, what do you have at the end of the top line on page 10?
4.
You have a crescendo. You have a crescendo, okay? So you've been piano, and I will sing. And then you're back into a forte. So we want to get there. Okay, I need to hear the crescendo. Karen.
I was nothing.
Okay. I'm sure it was something. All right. Yes, Paula.
On the top of 9, when we're voices clear and low, we're coming off of a forte. Do you want us to come off more into that
Yes. We want to take a little more of that crescendo, or take the diminuendo there. Yes, yeah. Okay, I haven't said anything about words, and I haven't been real fussy about that because we got so much in this piece. But since we're stopped, just 2 little things right there. Most of this is really good. Road and river, and I've been saying river. You probably have heard me do it, and that's where I really tuned in the first time I heard myself do it. Watch the R to try not the voice. So river, back on me. So it's not back on me. And voice says, again, it's not voices, it's voice says, EH, okay? Little tiny things, but because we run into that a couple of times there with those words, we want to make those changes, okay? Yes?
on the top of 5, we've got our S's coming in really soon on soprano.
At the top of 5, we have,
Moons on the
full moon's over. Thank you. All right, so she's saying that we've got S's all over the place because we're cutting off 2 short sopranos on that. Your S is going to be, should probably be lined up with everyone else's, which means you're going to hold that word out. Full moon's over. And I always like that little separation on stuff like that. Sometimes we do carry it over. In this case, full moons. then everyone else would be full moons over. So your S comes off there before over.
And fireflies too. 'cause
Yep.
That has to be really short.
Yes. Yep.
I think we're. I know
Of
I'm
fireflies.
hoping too long.
Fireflies, there's the
Fireflies.
rest there. We want to put that in. Okay, we're gonna finish this section. All right, let's pick it up, please. Road and rivers, river, excuse me, it's singular. Road and river, bottom of page 8. We will go back and then do the coda. Okay. You all set?
Yeah, there's a page that is just gonna wanna fly away.
Do you want to get another copy of this or something?
I will figure it out on
Okay,
my own.
all right,
This is fine for now.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. We're slowing down, and we need to just set a tempo and keep
So,
going.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, so it has the guitar here,
And then
and then here, it's like we set a tempo, but,
Okay.
yeah. but we wanna
I
keep
think I
going.
might, I just kind of listening to the choir too much, I think, because then I'm gonna be behind.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going down.
So do you guys understand what I'm saying there? At the bottom of 10, we're taking that retard, as it is, growing toward the sun, that's gradual, right through the word sun. Then when we get to the wild new, it's slower, but it's not slow, it's slower, okay? Like the wild new lilies of the spring. It doesn't keep slowing down, okay? It keeps the energy going even though it's in a different pace, but we're not getting all the way. The retard at the very end is right there, second to last measure. We're gonna slow down a little bit there, but it doesn't continue before then. Let's just put that coda on starting, and we spent a lot of time on this, but that's okay. Sing songs of children, bottom of 5, last 2 measures, and then into the coda. Okay, ready and 1. Sing songs of children. 1. Moving toward the sun. Like the wild new lilies of the spring. The spring. 1, 2. Right. Okay, good. There's a few little things here and there, but overall it's good. Go ahead and sit down. Take out the ahilawi kami.
There we go.
Okay, so this one we got a lot extra, so it's very clean. All right, so I still need to, and I did not spend any time on this, just the way it worked out. I went home from rehearsal last Tuesday when Ben woke up after midnight sick. And I was like, everything that was in my head rehearsal kind of disappeared for a little while. So I did not work at all in the translation of this. But is there anybody who'd like to volunteer to do that, to get a better, maybe you know somebody, or you can do some work online or something? I mean, I can too. I just wonder if anybody would like to. You'd like to do that? Okay, thank you. I know sometimes people like to do things like that. This translation is very loose. I'm not sure how much of it, Marissa, is accurate. We'll just kind of, and then as soon as you get that, if you could send it to me, because then I will forward it to the young lady that's going to be doing the dance with us. She can work off of the Hawaiian right now, but she'd like to see a better translation. Yeah.
So the translation is here is the one that Lili Wokalani
That she herself put in, yeah.
She translated this. I have some Hawaiian songbooks that have other translations of it.
I read that when I first did this piece. I'm not sure it is what we'd want to read, though. It just doesn't seem to translate real well in terms of reading it. But maybe that's something you could look at, Marissa, and see if this is really what we want to use. Some of it's really nice. I'm not sure all of it is how we want to do, especially with the repetition. So it just
And sometimes when you're translating from language, especially in music, it's not like a word-to-word translation.
yeah.
It's more, yeah.
Yeah, so, I know when I did it before, Patrick had translated for me and I can't find it, so. Okay, anyway, let's see what we can do with this. We are taking about like da, da, da. Nice and easy like that, so. Okay, I'm gonna have you give us our E and our G before we start. Okay, so nice and tall, everyone, and, okay, start soprano and alto. Yeah, you can go ahead with the accompaniment. I'm sorry. 2, ready, and. This will be extended, Okay, we're gonna stop right there. So this is about as slow as we'll take it. We'll take it just a little bit faster. Yeah, it doesn't need to go fast, it just maybe move a little more. So tenor and bass, don't forget that you come in on page 8, yep. And you're coming in right there. with the lower line, and then at the top of 10, we switch around a little bit. Who's singing the top line in measure 61? Yes, we got first, all the sopranos, first altos, and first tenors, right? Okay, and everybody else does the lower part. So that's a switch there, so make sure you mark your music. So that's why you're gonna hear it's not quite like that. Okay, most of the text sounded okay. Right when we come in at the very beginning, hey ala nai a. Some of you said nai, so be careful of that. Hey ala nai a. Okay. Anything else stand out glaring to anybody as far as pronunciations? All right. So when we get to 8, that section through the ending, we just want to make sure we're still nice and clean with those words. They were fine on the verse 1. We get there and it gets a little muddied. So we have those low voices, so our lower voices have to be particularly careful with those pronunciations to keep a little bit more upper tone in your voice. Hey, ala nai a. That kind of feeling as you're doing it, even though you may be singing it lower, so you're not, make sure you're singing down in the bottom of the barrel there, so to speak. Okay, let's just start from the beginning again, unless anybody needs notes. Does anybody need notes there? Page 8, Carla, where, that whole second half? All right, we'll just run it. So page 8, let's just go through the separate parts there. Altos, you okay on that top line? Do you want to go through it? Anybody want to go through it?
Yes.
Okay. So top of 8, measure 45, the top line is all soprano alto, okay? So just the top line, okay? Right at 45, okay, 1, ready, and. Hey, this will split right there. Be careful that that you make those distinct, like 53 top of 9 altos are just e la ve ma I a. My ah. That one runs together, but the ah needs to be distinct. So it's the my ah. You want to make those two distinctions, okay? Overall, pretty good. Sopranos, you're all right there. We're good. Okay, tenor bass. Let me hear your line, please, on page 8. That's the bottom line. So they kind of come in after. Okay, 1, ready, and. Just correct me if I'm incorrect on this, Fred or Liz or those who've looked at this. So the same thing I told the altos, tenor basses, for example, at the top of 9, I, la, ve, mai, a. Make sure the a is separate. That's not mai, a, right? Yeah, mai, a. So the mai runs together, the a needs to be a little more distinctive. It's a little mushy there. Okay, so I lave my ku oo. Make sure it's ku oo, not just ku all the way through. But that's the distinction with that. Okay, let's do it one more time. Just get the notes in as well. Yeah.
On measure 54 on it says way, but it's like a.
That one word is lave.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows up a couple times, but it's just that one word, lave. Okay, yep. All right, so right where you come in, we have it. Da-dum-bum, hey, la. Right, so see, I'll sing your soprano, alto lead in. Da-dum-bum. Good, all right, so right here, those who are singing the top line, that would be first tenor, first alto, and sopranos. Ready? Right at 61, just the top line. One, measure 61. Yeah, that's where we switch a little bit. Okay, ready, and. Nice, okay, nice sound. Basses, second tenor, second altos, okay? This is bottom line, all right? So, bum, 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 hey. Okay, so you're coming in there and dum, dum. Okay, one, right where you come in. One, ready, and. No, it's the same note. Same note. Same note. A-K-O. Okay, so be careful there, all right? So again, same people, same spot. One, ready, and. Right. Some of those repeated notes are for the English, but which we're not doing. Everybody, please, at 61. No, it's okay. 61. Okay, so the lower line doesn't come in until the last measure right there, right now. Okay. Okay, so one, ready, and. Nice, okay. All right, good. That's all we're going to do on that one tonight. Take out Going Home, please. This one, we haven't done this a whole lot. We're just going to work on voice parts. So, we need to start with the accompaniment too. We're gonna do that tonight. And this will, instead of cello, this is the violin. Sarah's going to play the violin. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Okay. So we're just going to drill the voice parts on this. We haven't spent much time on it. And next week we'll do this with the accompaniment. But if you get a chance to look at it this week, you can do that. Well, when are you going to have time to get well?
Well, after Wednesday,
All right.
my appointments are.
Go sleep for a couple of days. Yeah. All right. Okay. Fortunately, my cold was like 2 days and it's gone. All right. Right where we come in and measure 6. Nice and easy here. Dum, dum, dum. This may be a solo at the beginning. I put this on our solo list as a possibility. I have some ideas for that, even though it's written for everybody, but we'll all sing it right now. Okay? Right where we all come in. 2, ready, and. Going home, going home. I'm a going home. Quiet like some still day. I'm just going home. It's not kind of going through right now. We'll stop right there. Anybody have any questions before I fix a couple things? Okay, altos, you, that line work all done, care laid by, you're going down a fourth there. Care laid by, gone to fear no more. That no more is different there at the top 5. Okay, it goes just down 3 notes instead of down 4. So let's take that altos. Can I have you all the way from measure 14, please, in the middle of 4, just altos. 2, ready. Okay, make sure you don't drag the S. The S goes on a little farther from where it went there. Okay, ready, and. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, gone to fear no more. Nice. I'd like you to do that with the tenors, the same spot. Tenors, if you need it afterwards by yourself, let me know. Let's try with the altos. So we are at measure 14, middle of page 4. Okay, measure 14. It's not far. Okay, play those 2 notes together there. See what you got going on there? Yeah, by itself it sounds awful, but that's a really important chord, so we're going to see if we can get that. 2, ready, and. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, gone to fear no more. Yes, okay, that's a really difficult part to do that. I'd like to hear, very nice altos. Let me hear the bass and the tenor together, the same place. Measure 14, middle of 4. It's not far. Ready, and. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, gone to fear no more. So right now, that G-O-I-N, this is tough. We'll work on that some more. But right now, just gone, like that. So not going. Try not to make it 2 syllables or like it was the full word. Gone right now. Okay. Can we do that right at the top of 5? That right there. Ready, and. Gone to fear no more. And I have been trying to get the tuner. We just can't get our schedules to fix. All right. Alto, tenor, bass, same spot. No soprano yet. 2, ready, set up, and. It's not far, just close by, through an open door. Work all done, care laid by, gone to fear no more. And then we'll take our time going into the next measure. It's a wonderful harmonic part there. Very strange, but it really works beautifully with the accompaniment. Yes, some interesting writing. All 4 parts. When we get to that, when we get to the last measure, the top of 5, just before that, see where it says poco retardando? The poco rit, there's going to just be a little slowing down, so you have to watch me for coming into mothers there, okay? There we are, gonna fear no more. Mothers there, like you're just sighing into it there, okay? Measure 14, please. Everybody set up nice and tall. It's not far. Okay, ready? It's not far, just from there, okay? Good, going on? Yes, Carla?
It looks like in measure, the last line, first measure, we have a lots of.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Of,
I wasn't even looking at that, yeah, so, okay, so what she means there, bottom of 5, I assume this is what you mean, Carla, because I wasn't looking, but yes, you are lots of folk, and the soprano altos are lots of folk. And again, that, keep that S clean, lots of folks, you're separating that out there. Okay, all right, let's just pick it up there, middle of 6. All the friends I knew. Yep, right there. Okay, ready? All the friends I knew. Good, got that A natural there. Want to do it one more time? Okay. Ready? And all the friends I Okay, got it?
No, can we just hear the bass line?
Yep, all right. Okay, put that with the tenor, all of the friends. And let's just take the alto by itself. Yes. Yep, okay. All the friends I knew. Okay, the 4-part chord there. Okay, right there. Ready? All the friends I knew. Okay, going on. We're gonna finish this before our break. Okay, ready? And. Questions? Do you need to break that down, sopranos? Yes, well, let's actually, first soprano, any questions? You okay on that? All right, second soprano. So they're gonna take those middle notes there.
Are the first altos singing?
I have a note, let's see. Yes, I have you down there doing that. Okay, yeah, so this is second soprano, first altos, okay? So, bum, 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 bum. And so this is second measure, top of 8, second measure, top of 8. So, yeah, so I will have soprano, alto note, and then just the middle note. Okay? Let's take the second soprano first, because you have a different entrance into that, okay? So.
Sorry, could we start at the bottom of 7?
No. Yes, of course you can. Yes, you mean wide awake, right? Yeah, right there. Sorry.
we like it.
All right. I shouldn't be incorrigible. Okay, here we go. Wide awake. And. Right. right, and just keep building. Nice, very nice. With the second, alto, first altos, do your thing there by yourself. So wide awake, so it'll just be first alto, okay? And wide awake with a smile, going on and on. Okay?
We go down there?
Well, if you're singing the middle notes, yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay, with the, let's put in all the sopranos and altos, please. That wide awake last measure bottom is 7. Okay, so you're just gonna play all the notes. Okay, ready, and. Wide awake with a smile, going on and on. Right, nice, yeah. There you go. Okay, tenor bass is up to you here now. I want to hear the same place, please. Wide awake, last measure bottom 7. Okay? All right, get under that support. 2, ready, and. Okay, let's put that all together. That's section wide awake. Ready? Let's go back to There's No Break. It's the middle of the same page, measure 42. Ready? There's no break, there's no end, just a living on. Wide awake with a smile, going on and on. Okay, you get to do all sorts of fun things in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, going on this time, measure 52, right there. And. I'm just going home. It's not far, just close by. Nice, ending there, good. Going on, last measure. Okay. And. Do that again, that's a C natural. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Take your time, watch a big guitar there. Ready, and. I'm just going home. I should keep you there, but keep going. All right, we will close to an N there, M there, on that. So we'll work out that ending before.
Like, are you gonna tell us where the M is?
Yeah, the M will come pretty much right at on the fermata. We'll hold that out.
Okay.
So we'll hold it up because we have a resolution in that chord with you coming down. Ho, ho. And she's off there, so we'll really nice swing through.
Unlike the song, is there a break?
What? You want a break right now?
Are we gonna have?
We are going to take a break right now, yes. Yes. All right. Yes. No, go ahead. About 6.5 minutes, all right? 7. No, I